her goal down at the one end for Angel City. Listed there at the other end for Chicago. Schlegel's been a bright spot for Chicago ever since the new coaching staff came in. Very pleased with the progress she's made. 2 goals and 5 assists on the season. Referee Lauren Aldridge set to send us on our way. Angel City left to right in the black, Chicago right to left in the blue, and away we go on decision day in the NWSL. Minutes, a goal and an assist to her name, making her first start for Chicago today. And again, with that broader aspect of looking toward next year and these teams wanting to have this jumping off point, Chacon getting her first start is indicative of that. It's Tiernan the other way for Angel City. Tiernan looking for Giselle Thompson, cut off by Malum. Miyabi.
Well, just as we were speaking about on the flip side with Alyssa Thompson being gone, Riley Tiernan and Jan's daughter up top, different
in there. Taylor Malum is trying to do something today that hasn't been done since Sarah Gordon did it in 2021, and that's be an Iron Woman for Chicago. So long as Malum gets through the entirety of today's game, she'll be the first since Sarah Gordon in that 2021 season for the Stars. Miyabi looking through, finding Noose, back post for Thompson. Good early start for Angel City on the front foot. They make it count. Thompson with it still. Young's daughter. With vision looking out there for Miyabi, but execution lacked.
When Miyabi had pushed in a little bit more inverted there, and you have Miyabi, you have Giselle Thompson listed at outside backs. They're wing backs in this 3-5. 5-2 system that Strauss employs. He really gives the green light for them to get a little bit higher up the field. That attempt at overloads in the wide area is something that Chicago Stars are really going to have to pay attention to. Make sure that there's tight cover behind Bagalski and Malum as they defend.
Don't be surprised as this day goes along if you do on your screen see footage from another game. We'll be looking around at some of the other happenings here on Decision Day, keeping you abreast of all the possible scenarios and situations. Earlier today, we saw Kansas City win 2-1. Give it away here. Riley Tiernan had her pocket picked at the last step. And Lonnie Nesbitt tracking back. And there's that confirmation. KC 2, San Diego 1.
Well, right here, they're trying to play through Nesbitt. She has to do better with this technically. Riley Tiernan thinks she has more time than she does. Give credit to Nesbitt for coming in. There's always new principles of play or additions to how they want to play, and it takes time to be able to employ that and not only be able to understand it, but be able to execute it under pressure. We're seeing Angel City press very high, and Neely Martin is stepping in, Noose is stepping in that pressure and build out, and there's going to be those times that they're under pressure and not able to play it through.
Tiernan. Keep in mind it's Martin Sjogren. Welcome Herald is later in the year. Similar ordeal here where Jakobsen will be the assistant next year for Sjogren. First corner of the day belongs to Angel City. Miyabi. 2 weeks ago, Angel City did as far as possibly making the postseason. Door was shut with results earlier in the day. All came down the wire before their game against Portland, which they ended up falling in 2-0. Nesbitt. Picked up by Gomes, looking for a Chacon. Knocked away by Dorson.
Well done by Dorson. Just to read that, I like the idea from Gomes just because you're going to get Sarah Gordon. She is one of the fastest players, good in the 1v1. You're looking to almost eliminate her by playing that ball in behind. Zell Thompson and Miyabi off the left side. That's the space with this 4-3-3 that they can make Angel City a little bit more uncomfortable.
Sam Staub has been an anchor on this Chicago Stars roster now all season long, amid all the chaos and players in and out, coaches in and out. Might have to be called into action again here. Staub stepping up to confront Tiernan. Thompson there as well. Comes out to Thompson. Back active in the opening stages here. Giselle Thompson slotting it through. Now it's Tiernan deflected out to Thompson over the bar.
Really good from Angel City, just getting a second chance opportunities. They're organizing the box really well. Tiernan starts this. This all comes off the pressure where Noose won the ball. Thompson's in the wide channel, looks to take on, plays it across, just keeping it alive as Jonsdottir. The initial block goes right to Thompson. It's really a gift, but she stabs at it a little bit and doesn't get her body over it to get it on frame. Whether they dominate in shots or not, they're so efficient in front of goal, and they proved it again.
Back for Alyssa Nair. Another one of those seasons for Alyssa Nair where the numbers are not going to paint a pretty picture. Goals against average well above 2, but another season where if you watch the games, you see what she's meant to this team and keeping them in some of the results that they've had, and the positive ones, that is. She's been under very heavy fire from a team that has lacked at times defensively, especially early in the year.
When she's come up with those big saves, but also because the game...
We said, I almost could have put a better 7-a-side team together from what I had in the stands versus what I had on the field. Just the way the injury bug hit, the timing of it all, difficult early in the year. Then they became the hottest team in the league, but it was too late at that point.
To give Jimmy Coonrotz a lot of credit. He just adapted throughout the year. The results didn't always show it, but tactically he figured out how to get the best out of his team. And like you said, they just didn't have a lot of their players available. When they started coming back, he could even use that tactic.
New coaches for both clubs midway through this season, hoping to turn things around and lay a foundation so that next year they're playing for a playoff spot on this day. When it all comes down to it in the closing week, Gordon. Lands on. It's loose. Stop pressuring the volley. Is saved by Alyssa Nair. Good contact on it from Mayara News. But Nair up to the task.
A lot of players getting in it early on necessarily what's going on. You're trying to go out and win no matter what. But I do believe that as the game goes on, as a player, you do somewhat need to know, especially if a tie. Might get you in or anything, but if it is about 3 points, you should be approaching the game to get the win anyways. So the information becomes a little less relevant in those moments.
On it through for Schlegel. The heel of Chacon. Coming through Miyabi. Bigalski looking wide for Gomsh, able to just keep it in. Bigalski, Franklin, the City tight defensively.
Well, it's almost like a reset button when you do give up a lot of goals, to start with the defensive structure and then move towards it.
Here's Tiernan off the giveaway. Looking for Jonsdottir. Staub heads it clear. Millie Martin steps through with it. Martin muscled off of it. Thompson. Once again attacking Malum. Those two have gone at it frequently in the opening 20 minutes. Drop back to Martin. Back post. Just beyond the reach of Jonsdottir.
A lot of really nice things with this goal. Immediately when Giselle Thompson gets the ball, Jonsdottir actually pulls away, gets into the back post area. That allows Giselle Thompson to go in the 1v1. So they want her to be isolated out here. You can see Jonsdottir moving towards the back post. Keep your eye on her because she frames the backside of the goal. Thompson can take on, Neely Martin's underneath, and she knows to just go towards that back post area. Jonsdottir's almost rewarded.
North Carolina were scored back-to-back 2 minutes apart. Meredith Speck scored the first and Manaka scored the second.
And that is timely for the North Carolina Courage. A ball in behind the back line. Speck with the run at the back post. Just a good one-time finish. Peyton Linehan with the providing right there on the backside. It's a well-paced ball. They get that 1-0 lead, but then when you go 2 minutes later to be able to score, you know that they're going to be in a good place.
And it was Manaka, wow, from near midfield. This is the first we're seeing that, beating the keeper. Now Angel City looking for one of their own at the back post. It's in! Alyssa Nair got a piece of it, but not all of it. And Miyabi puts Angel City ahead.
And Angel City has just found themselves in their attacking half for the majority of this first half of play. They're starting to build up off this right side. It's Giselle Thompson again. There's no cover because Sam Staub has to stay inside. She's able to take on Malum just a little bit. Nesbitt comes across. Looking to recycle. Play and just going again into Martin. The ball to the back post area and meet. Yabi, just such composure, brings it down. You think she's going to volley that or head it back across. They commit to it. She shows composure, gets it in frame with enough power.
And that's really been the season, as we talked about earlier, for Alyssa Nair. It breaks.
There's not much she can do. She might be able to do it if it's not hit with a lot of power. When you're that close and that wide open, you usually find a way to finish.
It is a good goal. Nabi ends up with her first in NWSL. Angel City at 7-12-6 coming into the day. They had a chance 2 weeks ago going into that second to last game to make the playoffs still. A Louisville-Gotham result earlier in the day didn't go the way they needed, and they fell to Portland anyway. They were alive until the second to last week. Thompson. And again, Giselle Thompson goes right, goes for goal, and saved by Nair.
That's a great save. Great save by Nair, and it's exactly what Giselle Thompson should do in that moment. She gets a half yard of space, she goes to the back post, she keeps it low, so both players did everything right in this moment. The build-up play was great from News to find her in isolation wide. She gets a half yard, goes for it. Just has a little bit of a bend, but I believe that's going in that far side if Nair does not get this touch on it.
For such a young player, you can see
it's the easier it can become.
Miyabi, the goal scorer, slipped as she delivered the corner. Lost her footing down there. So Thompson wins the foot race barely ahead of Yvonne Chacon.
Chicago will look to counter in that transition moment.
News lost it. Off of Gomsh. No updates elsewhere score-wise. North Carolina still up 2-0. Orlando, Seattle are still scoreless. Portland still up 1-0 on Houston. Louisville, tough position of being as a defender against Thompson. If you sit back and play the pass, well, she'll beat you with the speed. If you go play her, she'll hit you with the pass. And a handful of assists that she's mustered this season.
Her decision-making has been very good, and as the offside is given. But one thing I'm noticing from Chicago is Sam Staub is staying central. So because they play with two forwards and Noose is coming from underneath in her 10 position, it's isolating Giselle Thompson in a 1v1 against Malum, which is very hard. Some coaches
Malum gets past Thompson. Thompson wins the battle in the end. We've seen a ton of that battle at the other end with Thompson attacking Malum. Now the reverse, and it's Thompson again.
Where the space is for Chicago in their build-out.
Thompson finding her footing. Tom's daughter pokes it along. She's holding that right foot, kicking the ground in pain as the play continues. Tiernan has options, so it'll go on here with this promising attack for Angel City. Miyabi, Tom's daughter getting to a seated position now. Miyabi drops it back for Tiernan. Tiernan deflected. Nair has it. Season You've seen it in the acquisition of Chalupia and Neely. Goal update from elsewhere. Portland now up 2-0 on Houston. Dangerous pass back for Nair. Jonsdottir almost got to it. Schlegel pushing it past. Ina Sugita threading it through for Chacon. Challenge put in by Thorson to win it.
But that change of point, though, for Chicago is really nice because they get away from the pressure of Angel City as they try to really condense to one side of the field.
Riley Tiernan sits down her defender and then is brought down. And a free kick awarded to Angel City.
Well, Riley Tiernan here just in the outside channel, just under a lot of pressure there and just trying to continue to go in the 1v1. Such composure on the ball that she's able to, and then just goes down at that moment. But she's someone who's really trying to make an impact, at least when she gets into that attacking half.
You see the smile on the face. He was glad at some point in the second half if Ljudmila comes in to try and impact that in some way. She was questionable coming in, listed as a hip injury. Is on the roster, is available off the bench. Just a question of how much will we or can we see from Ljudmila.
Well, and then the other option is, I was talking about going between the lines, or you just play a little bit more direct with and put Angel City under pressure with them only having 3 players in the back. Play it quickly and get them high.
Nearly Martin behind Riley Tiernan. Migalski tracks it down. He was there. Didn't seem like she was quite ready for it off the head of Jonsdottir. Chacon pressures, wins it. Running out of steam, looking for help. Has it up top. Looking through for Joseph Black. Stays down, cutting in. Whole attack felt like it was playing out in slow motion, just running out of steam. Both Chacon in terms of that run itself becomes official. Right now it's North Carolina earning that final playoff spot as things stand. Nair.
This is the area where it's winning that second and third balls. That's something that Chicago can bring if they're not able to quite figure out the build. It's when it does go long, how can you get on those second services?
Gomes chasing. Pressured.
Good at picking which one to go to.
If they find something here in these next 2 minutes, Chicago stare at a tall task in the second half. This season, no wins, 8 losses, 3 draws when trailing at the half. See if they can knot things up. Gomes going for it, deflected, save by Anderson.
Finding Gomes in a more advanced position is a recipe for success. Then you can go straight at the back 3 going in. Even though Giselle Thompson has recovered back, it's a good shot. Chacon's right there. Anderson holds onto it, not allowing for any type of second chance opportunity. But those wide...
Pressure there from Angel City. Force a turnover here and try to find one more chance themselves in this first half. They get the deflection, they don't get the ball recovery. Until now, Jonsdottir. Awkward challenge from behind by Franklin.
But Newsom's doing a good job. She's floating in behind Franklin, and then she'll check to the ball. Her timing to the ball is throwing Franklin off a little bit. I like that Franklin steps in that moment. The speed of play from Chicago just has to be a little bit quicker in their build because Angel City has waves and waves of pressure, but you'll see News come back to the ball quickly. I like Franklin's aggressiveness to step in. I don't think it's that...
This continues to go negatively here. She might just blow it dead. Yep, there it is. The end of half number 1. Angel City 1, Chicago nothing.
Well, for Chicago, I think you have a choice. You can go more direct in your play, which doesn't seem what they want to do as they're building on their principles of play, or they need to find ways to manipulate the 2 front runners, play around them, and find the wide channels. For Angel City, continue to press. It's working. Why not? Continue to press high up the field.
Chicago came into today with the goal of having a clean sheet to their name and getting that done. Can no longer do that. Angel City has the 1-0 lead through the first 45 minutes. Closing match of the season for both of these clubs here on Decision Day, looking to end the season on a high note. Angel City doing that at the moment. Standing by now with Neely Martin on the Angel City side. Neely is Joe Malfa, Casey White up in the booth. The final 45 minutes of your season coming up here in the second half. You have a lead. 6 weeks come and gone. We started in March. Here we are in November. Playoffs begin next week. And now the final 45 minutes of the regular season. What do you look to see from both of these teams in half number 2 differently from half number 1?
Well, I think one of the things that Chicago can do is try to play to the sides of Hina Sakita. She a lot of times becomes the one holding midfielder as Neely Martin gets a little higher. So can they bypass, get to the sides of her and change the point of attack? I think that'll make Angel City a little bit more uncomfortable defensively.
Schlegel. Biegalski. Biegalski getting end line, serving it up. Schlegel was lurking, headed away by Reed. Nesbeth, back post, still loose. Chacon had it blocked. Thompson can't clear. Still on here, Malum now blocked again. Nesbeth. Biegalski floating, Chacon lining it up. Bounces through, chested by Joseph, chip toward goal. The header is over the bar. It just stayed within about a 10-yard radius for Chicago for about a minute, but they couldn't test Angelina Anderson.
And they keep recycling play. There's a couple hopeful balls to the back post, but there's a miscommunication between Gordon and Thompson. That's what keeps it alive. And normally you see Ali Schlegel do a little bit better with this header. The problem is that it's just floated up. It's very hard to generate power. She missed it.
Sorry to cut you off. Big news from elsewhere. It's a Louisville goal that puts them up 1-0 on Bay and now puts them into the playoff picture. We'll get you that goal in a moment when we have the opportunity, but that one will send shockwaves through the standings and through the playoff bracket. Gomes. From Joseph and back. Joseph cuts in. Joseph! Chicago ties it on the back of Jimmy's Joseph.
Position and put Angel City under pressure. It's that little pocket of space Jamise Joseph operates in, and she draws in Dorson, able to find. Gomes returns it to her. This is where Joseph is so good. She uses the momentum of Megan Reed trying to block a potential shot. She thinks it right around her, and then look at this finish with power. Make sure that there's no mistake about this. She shows composure, and then she shows the ability to strike it.
Her 4th of the season, doubling her total from her rookie year. If they go to the monitor, they change the call. So this was based on those numbers, the 8%. That is rare to go to the monitor and not overturn it, but as we've talked about, in that case, it's probably the right decision to leave it as is.
Yes, I completely agree. And I assume that maybe it maybe shouldn't have been recommended for review in that moment, but we want to get the call right, and that's what they've done in that moment, in my opinion.
I'll just remember now, when we get to the end of this game and you see, 8, 9 minutes stoppage time put on the board, about 6 of it was from that one exchange there. Taken to the end line and taken away by Sarah Dorson. Martin. We have had everything going on here. We wanted to scheme of the playoff picture as things stand. Now it's just as simple, with that game seemingly in hand for North Carolina, it's just as simple as if Louisville wins, they're in. Louisville doesn't win, North Carolina's in. The score line, the goal differential, irrelevant in that game.
Well, you asked me a little earlier, do players want to know? Racing Louisville, as that game goes on, is going to need to know, and they already will know that North Carolina Courage has that game most likely in hand, because they'll start to play to really preserve that win, because they'll have to.
Here's Schlegel. Leading it along is Yvonne Chacon, saved off the face by Anderson. He's upset there because the whistle blew before the ball went out of play, which would have meant a drop ball instead of a corner, but it would have been offside.
And Chacon was just a bit too far advanced in that moment. Good first touch, and I like that she just used the toe to try to poke it past Angelina Anderson.
That cheer you're hearing, it's for Kristen Press. Will make her final NWSL appearance where her NWSL career began, here in Chicago. They honored her pre-match. She's their all-time leading scorer, and she takes the field at SeatGeek once again.
Well, this is great seeing Kristen Press come onto the field. You can see the smile on her face and just the excitement for her to be able to take the field once again.
Gordon.
Well, this is good. The Stars can kind of step a little bit more. You see Jameis Joseph stepping in that moment as Chacon actually got into the outside space. But one of the things Kennedy Fuller is going to need to do is try to get connected with Riley Tiernan and Kristen Press. That's what Noose was doing so well in the first half, and she'll have to get in that advanced position.
Jill Thompson looking for Kristen Press. It doesn't get through. Sugita floating it. All the fans in attendance here, whether they're wearing Angel City colors or Chicago colors, would cheer in unison if Kristen Press scored.
I think I tend to agree with that comment, Joe, against the press of Angel City and see if they can be effective in that. But also what I like is Jameis Joseph has a bit of a free role just to operate in some different spaces, and that's throwing some things off.
Migalski with options. Schlegel calling for it. Migalski. The deflection. Good challenge put in by Miyabi. And a couple coming for Angel City as well. As Miyabi, the goal scorer, departs. Junendo comes on. Hip. So see Manaka Hayashi come on. She's got the substitution card in hand. Doesn't look like they're going to let it happen for now. Just the Angel City subs. Nesbitt's had another one of those days in the midfield where she was impacting things. Orlando's now taking a 1-0 lead on Seattle. That would have them leapfrog Portland into third. Chalupia pressuring Staub. Another chance at a long throw perhaps for Angel City. By Press, by Nair. As Riley Tiernan came off in that moment, she becomes, is she going to be the Rookie of the Year? Did not pad her stats at all today. Finishes with 8 goals in a stellar rookie season. Did see a dip in her goal scored after Alyssa Thompson left. Never really did quite get over losing Thompson as her partner up top.
Well, in some ways, I think it's interesting when someone can be on a team that's not getting into the playoffs and still be able to contribute.
Looking for another one here for Chicago. It's just wide.
This was really good here in midfield from Chacon. Just gets away from Sagita in that moment. Looks to spray the ball to the opposite side channel. Malum steps up. She's trying to pick out that corner. I like the choice in that moment just to bend it around. Just a
read by Schlegel, picked up by Joseph. Luchmila running alongside, as is Chacon. She chooses Luchmila. To the end line, Luchmila toward goal. Was off balance at the end. Might have been better suited trying to get that back to Joseph, trailing.
Definitely, just because the first touch was a little bit off, but it was better in midfield. Schlegel wins the ball. Jamise Joseph, the recipient. She plays here. Chacon stops her run, which is good because that helps in isolation with Ludmila and Dorson in the back line. But you're right, I think if she shows a little more composure because she's off balance.
To tie Orlando, so back to the way things were. Actually, with Portland in third, Orlando in fourth, and Seattle in fifth. To come down to the wire now across the league. 10 to go in each of the games. See how much stoppage there is across the board. Press. Tucks it inside for Endo. Endo cuts back. Flex out for another corner.
Kuika's tested right away. June Endo shows her composure on the ball. We know what she can do technically, and she'll jog over to take the corner kick.
Endo. Right back out her way. Laid off, looking for Sugita. Taken away by Ludmila. Has the speed to keep it in play at least, but nobody up the field to get it. They jump Portland into third. If Seattle scores, they would jump them both into third. And Portland and Orlando would each drop down a peg as things stand. Again, Portland 3, Orlando 4, Seattle. Five. And Louisville still holding on to the 1-0 lead. They must win to earn their playoff spot. Ludmila drops it back. Kuika stepping up and into it off the bar. The header over the bar. The save from Anderson touched it onto the bar. Manaka Hayashi had a chance with a quick reaction, but put it over the bar.
My goodness, this is a great direct ball with purpose into Ludmila's run. She doesn't even have to stop. She looks up and she tries to play it back into this area. What a great strike here, and an even better save from Angelina Anderson. Manaka Hayashi does a really good job to follow play. Kuika with the great strike. You're not going to see much better saves than that one. It's hard what Manaka Hayashi has to do here. It's such a quick play, serving a lot, and they've been zonally marking, and Sarah Gordon wins.
Into stoppage time, 9 minutes worth. Teams looking to end the season on a high note. Will they just share a point each? Floated from the corner, stop was there. Comes out for Ludmila. To the end line, Ludmila cuts it back. Still battling, Chalupia. Gets it away, but not far enough. Franklin, though, will end the threat.
This will be great for her to get in as well, just like we talked about with Kristen Press, with her international career and what she's done for New Zealand, also what she's done in the NWSL and for this game.
Riley and Kristen Press will go out together here in their final NWSL appearance. They had a great moment 2 weeks ago at home for Angel City. Big ceremony on the field after the game. Big crowd to send them off here in Chicago for their official final game. We were more certain we'd see Let's see if the soccer gods smile on this, and if Kristen Press or Riley can factor in some way. Floated in from Endo.
Take care of business, you can be in. You don't like to wait and see what other teams can do, but credit to North Carolina as well. They came in and are still in the lead right now against a very good Gotham team.
Especially for Racing Louisville, knowing what the result, minutes of stoppage time left. If they are able to find a tying goal, they would then be able to jump back above Louisville and avoid that Kansas City matchup in the opening round. They've got about 90 seconds or so to find that third goal and roar all the way back. Joseph on the turn. Can she find another one? The deflection save, rebound in! Ali Schlegel puts Chicago ahead!
The Chicago The Stars are absolutely loving this. And again, it's Jamise Joseph. She is just so incredibly slippery in midfield when she gets on the ball. Ali Schlegel is the one finishing it off, but it all starts with the play of Jamise Joseph in this half-space area. She avoids pressure here, is able to get through this area, get around, and then looks to go for goal. She looks like she completely mishits this. What a great save from Angelina Anderson, just right in front of her, keeps it alive. She does parry it centrally, and Ali Schlegel is right there to put it away as she follows the play the entire time.
There was an ask right away from Angel City if that was a handball on Schlegel. It looked like it hit her in the... Eyes on Lauren Aldrich. This is the final chance for Angel City to level it. It was 2-2 when these teams met back in June. Beyond Endo. And there is the final whistle. The 2025 NWSL regular season now officially over. And it's celebrations here in Bridgeview. Ali Schlegel with the winner in stoppage time for the Stars.
The Stars found a way to win. That has to feel so good for the staff and for the players. But it wasn't just about finding a way to win in certain moments. It was also that they made the changes to eliminate the wide areas for Angel City in the second half. So they took on the information, also found the finishing efficiency, and kept them off the scoreboard in that second half.
Chicago, it's the first win on their ledger since September 7th, as mentioned. Since then, it had been 3 ties, 3 losses. It's kind of feel like a big weight off their shoulders.
It certainly does. As you can just see it from the smiles on their faces when it's been a tough season and there's been a lot of ups and downs. You want to end on a positive note, and they certainly have. And for Angel City, they've had the same ups and downs. They did finish higher up in the standings, so this will be disappointing for them, but knowing that it didn't have any bearing on the standings will help.
Take a quick break here on the other side. Looking to talk to Kristen Press and Ali Schlegel to put a bow on the 2025 regular season and the happenings here in Bridgeview, where Chicago takes it 2-1 over Angel City.
どうせなら楽しくやらなきゃな。